Good morning. Welcome to Ozarks Fox AM. I'm Jeremy Rabe.
I'm Maddie Conklin, and it is a terrific Tuesday.
Yes, it is.
There we go.
It's going to be.
I was like, what day is it again?
We'll make it.
Yes.
If it's not, we're going to make it right now.
We're gonna make it after all.
Oh, man, I'm really tone deaf today. I can't even hear my thoughts. Sorry, a little bit, if you can hear it in my voice. Just a little bit under the weather, so I apologize.
Yes.
Can't, it happens. Things going around, it's okay though.
You bring up a good point.
Oh.
Because you come from a musical background, when you would perform on the cruise ships or in Branson and you had a cold, how did you make sure you were on key?
Well, do you want the truth or do you want me to lie to you?
Well,
Lie.
a little bit of both.
Lie.
Let's be truthful and lie.
I never got sick, and there was always an amazing performance.
Oh, yes.
There, it's Tall Tale Tuesday.
Tone Deaf Tuesday, Tall Tale Tuesday.
Okay, do you want, seriously, okay.
I want to know the real, I want to know
real
the
deal.
truth.
Here's the real deal. Now, I'm going to shatter some illusions here. So when you get on the ship, my tenure on the cruise ship was you had a male singer, me, and a female singer, and we had 16 dancers. 11 females, 5 males.
Okay.
You get on the ship, you learn the show. Then, once you learn everything, you go into the booth and you record laryngitis tracks.
So if you are sick...
You lip sync to your own voice.
Wow! I mean, that makes so much sense, but I did not know that.
So you have to go into the audio studio, record it, and then you record all the songs. And then if you happen to get sick, which you do, you lip sync. However, there was one time I was on the Carnival Legend. I'll never forget it.
Okay.
We're doing the show. I am sick as a dog, can hardly talk, and I did not want to use my tracks.
Right.
Because I hate lip syncing.
Right.
I hate it.
Right.
So I went down to the crew bar, and I got 5 hot toddies.
What's a hot toddy?
Whiskey, lemon, and honey.
Woof.
And I lined them up in my dressing room. And before and after every song I sang, I just took a little sip. And we had 2 shows that night. We had like a 7 o'clock and a 9:30. And after every song I sang, I'd come back, take a sip.
And you were fine?
It was fine.
You were shooting them, we know that.
Well, no, you had to space it out because otherwise then you'd be out for the next show.
Well, yeah.
You had to space it. So I spaced it. We got to the end of the last show. I was...
Feeling no pain.
I felt no pain. I was like, somebody's gonna have to carry me to my cabin because I can't even make it now. 'Cause I was like, hot toddies. My grandma always said hot toddies worked. It got me through the shows.
It got you through the shows.
I did not want to lip sync to myself. So hot toddies throughout 2 shows.
Nice.
There I was singing.
I learned so much about you today. This is great.
Oh, yeah.
And cruise ships. Well, I mean, I guess you are the star of the show, so you kind of make your own rules, right?
Well, no, I mean, ish. Technically, you know what's funny, though?
Ish.
Technically, we have what's called the dance captain. The dance captain's in charge.
Okay.
So the dance captain is in charge. Angela's nodding. She agrees that she knows.
Okay.
Yeah, dance captain is in charge, so she's in charge of making sure the show goes off without a hitch, and if there's any changes or adjustments, or let's say it's a little bit rocky that night, you have the show. You have plan A, B, and C with the show. So if it's a smooth night, you do plan A. If it's a little bit rocky, you have an alternate plan B for that show, where let's say you don't do the lifts, so you don't stand on chairs. Then if it's super rocky, you do the show without most of the dancing, and it's just the singing. Lots of different versions.
Wow, okay.
Depending on the weather.
My next cruise, I'm going to make sure I attend every single show, and I'm going to judge and see how right I am.
Just saying.
Now, that is a laryngitis track. I know that for sure. Thank you.
They're lip syncing to their own voice.
Yeah.
I do have a question for Jesse Inman, though.
Hey.
Speaking of singers, did you hang out with Taylor Swift at the Chiefs game?
No, I did not. It was a game that I'll never forget because the game was the second most important thing going on.
Yeah.
It was
The second most important thing going on.
It was an absolute rout of a game. So by halftime, no one was even talking about it.
Right.
Was everybody just looking up at the booth?
Yeah. You know what, guys?
yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I thought about coming into work yesterday just so I could talk about it while it was still fresh. It's a little stale now. A little bit more stale. Maybe not. I don't know. I have never been like a full-on Swiftie.
Yeah.
I'm in. Guys, I'm in.
Really?
I'm in. I'm just, I didn't dip my toe in. I'm all the way in. I'm a Swiftie.
He's submerged.
Yeah, I'm in.
He's a submerged
right in.
Swiftie.
Now,
It's like,
Jesse, Maddie and I
crazy.
briefly talked about this yesterday. What if they break up and she writes like breakup songs about it?
Then the album is going to be
Yeah, it's going to be
top-notch.
funny.
It's going to be a good album.
It's going to be a great part of the documentary about the Chiefs in about 15, 20 years. So,
Yeah.
I see
It's
that.
like you've got two of the craziest fan bases in incredibly different
Combined
worlds
together,
that
yeah.
are now forced to coexist on social media, in the stadium, and it's I could see her from where I was, her booth from where I was sitting, because enough of the word had gotten around the stadium.
Okay.
And people who were sitting around me, a friend of mine sent me a picture of her, of her in the luxury box that she was
Wow.
sitting in. Because I guess a lot of people know the one that the Kelseys sit in. So,
Okay.
it was
Wow.
it was very. When word started to sweep around the stadium, it was fun.
I was going to say,
fun.
you actually got to witness in real time probably one of the biggest pop culture moments happening
I can't believe it.
this year.
Yeah,
if you will.
I would say, everything on social media was Swift everything.
Yeah.
Kelsey and Swift, everything.
I heard
So-
his jersey sales have gone up 400%.
It's
They have.
insane.
Are you lying?
Yeah.
That-
No,
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 dead
that's,
serious.
He's talking about
that's one
that,
of our
yeah.
headlines.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I
No, you're good.
That's a great
No,
I had no idea.
never read yours because we like to be surprised.
And I like that, guys. Let's
That's
just
a
jump.
great
to the second
transition,
headline.
actually. Yeah.
What do you say? Let's just jump to it here.
Yeah.
Jersey sales climbing swiftly for but
Get it?
rim shot. Climbing swiftly, yes. For number 87 for the Kansas City Chiefs, those jerseys, just like Jeremy just said, nearly 400% increase in sales
Wow.
across those websites that sell those jerseys. The tight end is now one of the top 5 selling NFL jerseys, thanks to that gal right there who was very excited to see a touchdown scored to make it 41-0. Her friend, man, boy, toy,
I know. I could see.
I'm not sure what to call these two, but guys, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna speak for some Chiefs fans here, maybe not all of them, but it has been a lot of losing over the years until Coach Reed and Mahomes got there. A lot of it. Just enjoy the ride.
Just enjoy
This
the
is
ride.
not a
This
universe
is good.
Chiefs fans ever thought was possible. We're not LA, New York, Miami, Atlanta, Chicago. They're not that up
Dallas,
there.
but with
Dallas,
Dallas, yeah.
they're not those markets to where, you see celebs packed all over the place. It's very new to Chiefs fans. So
Yeah.
I
live
also
it up.
love that he took her to North Kansas City afterwards, and they had
One of
a
the
little
fanciest
after party.
spots.
Yes, they had like an after party, and I did find out Mama Kelsey got invited, and the rest of the team, and they were out till 2 in the morning.
That's
Oh,
what
wow.
I'm hearing. That's what
I
social
heard.
media
That's
says.
that's what eyewitnesses are saying
So-
up in KC.
Oh.
Yes.
Here's what I thought, though, guys, because I read that about the sales of the jersey. You know, I immediately thought of,
What's that?
these Swifties. If they break
Oh,
up,
yeah.
they're going to burn those jerseys.
Oh, my God.
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna-
Oh, man.
The
You
You know, they'd be
Chiefs
like,
are
how
going to be.
dare you break up a
Yeah.
Taylor? Let's burn the jersey.
Wild
yeah.
Taylor Swift
I
fans.
don't know. He seems pretty smitten.
Yeah.
I
think it's up to her.
Yeah, I think it's
Ball
up
is
to
in
her, absolutely. Like, he was like puppy dog the whole game.
What do
Yeah.
you think they talk about?
Okay, that's what I want to know, because this I feel like is her first athlete she's dated. You know,
Yeah.
I
she's
think it
always
might be.
dated
Yeah,
singers,
and specifically
actors.
British. Like,
Yeah.
they're more British.
but this is like her first athlete. So
Yeah.
yeah, and she, from what I've seen, is not very athletic. So I don't know. Is he teaching
not-
her how to play football, or
Oh,
like
maybe
her.
she's helping him sing. You know, they're both combining their talents
Wait,
together.
doesn't he have his little dance in the end zone?
Oh, he's got a
Oh, he
few.
does, yeah.
She
Him
can
and
teach her
Jason.
moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
What
in
was
her,
that one you did way back when, the Diddy or something?
Oh, the gritty?
The gritty. Yeah, do the
Yeah,
gritty.
there we go. Yeah.
There you go.
I like Jason Kelsey's the best, where he does the goofy. I don't even know what he
Does he do
does.
the booty shake?
I think so. He does like it's
In
almost like a
his documentary,
towel.
I swear he does something where he goes like,
Yes, I love Jason Kelsey's my favorite
It's
when he does
hilarious.
his
Reminds
dances.
me of
They're
a
the
dog trying to
best.
get water off his
Yes,
butt.
yes,
Oh,
it's
man.
so funny.
oh, he
Taylor.
just
love
to
it.
shake it off.
Yes.
Oh, that just happened.
Boom.
She's in her.
And I'm
Look at
not-
it, little
I'm not
cold.
here 100%
This
today.
is
A little
actually
cold.
all the laryngitis track. This whole thing. Has,
I'm going to have to lip sync the rest of the show.
yeah.
There we go.
Yes, I
Wow.
love
Wow,
it.
Zach. Guys, what a great morning so far. Thank
This
you.
is good.
Hey,
Fun.
nice way
We
to
did.
Pep that up a little bit.
Yeah.
A little pep in your step for the morning.
nice kickoff.